Hello everyone, and welcome to another Interalia video tutorial. Today I'll be taking you through the ins and outs of Interalia's multi-site content manager, IMCM for short. So the IMCM features a web-based interface for administration, which means you simply have to go to the IP address of the server where the application is installed, and you're going to see the username and password login. Keep in mind, using a simple port forwarding rule, this allows you to administer the server from any browser on any device in the world, so you don't have to be sitting in the office to manage your server. So the default credentials for logging into an IMCM server is admin. Of course, I would recommend you change that shortly after configuring your server. I'm going to go ahead and click login. When you first log into an IMCM server, you're going to notice three major tabs across the top: configuration, administration, and reports. So just a quick summary. Configuration is where you're going to set up all the components of your configuration. So this is where you'll add your devices, their media, and the schedules those devices will follow. The administration is used to create all of the users inside your system, control their user classes, in other words, their access rights, as well as what folders and areas they're going to have access to. So a very powerful user interface management component. The reports tab is used to show the schedules, in other words, the audio schedules of the iPromo devices. It also manages and shows you all of the devices checking in, and can sometimes be really helpful for finding devices that maybe are having troubles logging in or aren't logging in as often as they should. As well as you can see the true log files from the iPromos themselves, showing every component of the check-in and collecting the data, and the user logs, which shows all the activities of the users in the system. So I'm going to jump over to Configures tab, and we're going to create a quick setup example folder. Now you'll notice that Interalia provides a setup example folder for your convenience. It already contains an iPromo device, some schedules, a message schedule and a music schedule, as well as a message audio file and some royalty-free music for your convenience as well. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new example folder to show you how you go about doing that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create another folder right at the root, which is this IMCM folder here. And I'm going to click on New Folder. And we're going to call this Example Folder 2 or Example 2. This is an informational field for your use only. It has no effect on the server. But these fields do show up on this tree view on the left side. So the call home server, this is the call home server address that the iPromo devices will be used to check into the server. Make sure your time zone is correct and that your stale date is set into the future. Once this stale date arrives, the device will stop playing audio. And I'm going to have it so that whenever I create devices in this new folder, they're going to check in once a day, or in other words, once every 24 hours. I can choose to update the firmware when it checks in, or I can just leave it locked at whatever version it's at now. And I can also specify whether or not it should go through a maintenance cycle and reboot maybe nightly, weekly, or monthly. This is optional. I'm going to go ahead and click Save. And what you notice now is we have a new folder here called Example 2. So now we're going to start placing things into your new folder. I'm going to add an iPromo device to the folder first, and we'll call this Example 2 iPromo, or Example iPromo 2. Let's keep it the same. So the MAC address, this is going to be found on the silver label on the back of the device, usually right below the model number. So simply copy that number into the field here. So in my case, it's 00070700004E50. And then I'm going to go ahead, quickly review the time and stale date. Make sure the volumes for both channels are what I would like them to be. Looks good to me as a starting point. I'm going to go ahead and click Save. So at this point, you've already done enough to have the iPromo check into the server. By looking at the Reports tab, you can go to the iPromo check-in and see that this device is already ready to check into the server. So back on the Configuration tab, let's go ahead and put some more objects in this folder. Let's create, or let's upload some audio first so we got something to play with. Upload audio, and I'm going to first get some music to be the music bed for our device. So I'm going to go ahead and browse over to a file. I'm just going to pick Sleepaway. This is a file that you can find on any Microsoft operating system. And I'm going to call this my music bed. This is just an info field again, and then I'm going to make sure this is a music file. In addition, I'm going to add an advert, something that's going to play on top of the music bed periodically. So this could be some advertising for your business, maybe a new product you're going to release, maybe some important information that you'd like your users to know about while they're waiting to talk to a person. So go ahead and click Message, and I'm going to call this my advert. And I'm going to say Upload. So now down below you see a quick summary. It says this audio is uploaded to the example2 folder, which is what we wanted. We've uploaded the Sleepaway music bed and the advert file. Both were MP3 files. When these get uploaded, they are converted to an OGG file type, which is the type of audio files that iPromo devices like to use. So it says wait approximately 4 minutes, but that's an estimate that IMCM makes. Usually, it's sort of a worst case estimate. In reality, the audio files are already here. So you see the advert and the music bed right there. So the next step is to create some schedules here. So I'm going to go ahead and create a music schedule. So this is a music schedule that the iPromos in the folder will inherit. So every iPromo in the folder will inherit these schedules. So a new music schedule. I'm going to have it play from January 1st to December 31st, essentially the entire year. And I want my music to play from midnight to 11:59, essentially 24 hours a day. And I'm going to have that play just on the weekdays because this store is closed on the weekends and there's going to be no one there to hear it, so there's no point of having anything play. And I'm going to select the music bed, which we uploaded to be the audio that's going to play in the background. I'm going to click Save. Now on the left side you see a new music schedule is created. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a message schedule. So this is different. This is for the message file that's going to play over top of the music. So in other words, the music will fade down, play the message file, and then the music will fade back up. And you can have the music fade to whatever level you want. So for the message schedule, I'm going to have it run all year as well, January 1st to December 31st. And I'm going to have it only run from 8 a.m. to, well, let's say 5 p.m. So keep in mind it's a 24-hour clock, 1,700 hours. If you have other schedules, you can choose to change the priority of any specific schedule so that those type of adverts may have a higher priority over others. And the audio interval is where you decide how often those audio files are going to play. So I want them to play every 30 seconds. So I'm going to leave that at 30 seconds. And I'm going to have them play Monday to Friday, just like my music. And I'm going to have nothing play on the weekends as well. So I'm going to choose that advert, and I'm going to click Save. Might as well keep the display the same. So here's my new message schedule on the left. So at this point, we've already created the exact same thing you see in the Interalia provided example folder. All that's left now is to have the iPromo check in. So let's look around the server a little bit more. Let's look at the Reports tab. Now in the reports tab, you can look at the iPromo schedule and you'll see exactly what we created. And this is a great way to review what you've done to make sure everything is as you say. So here you can see during the week, it's going to play these music schedules. So the music will play all day long, 24 hours a day, but on the weekend it's not playing. The message schedules will start at 8 a.m. and stop at 5 p.m. every single day of the week, but it too will not play on the weekend. I hope this will get you started. If you have any questions about the operation of the IMCM server, or if you have specific questions about features and functionality, please visit us at www.interalia.com or visit us at Interalia Support. Thank you very much.